There is the old deck lid, big deck lid, Super Sport. This thing is gigantic. These are the grills of my 6x9s. So I'm gonna cut those out. I'm gonna lay them in there, and it'll be gray on the outside and black inset, so that'll match some of the interior. I think that'll add a little flair to the customness of the whole project. We'll see. Ain't it amazing what some new carpet can bring new life into something, especially something old like this, 35 years old. After this thing's trimmed up, shoot, this thing looks like it was 30 minutes old. Look at that. Just like new. And I could not be happier. Here's the back side of that beautiful back deck lid. So what I've done is I sprayed glue here about 1 inch on the other side so I can wrap it. I'll cut the corners and bend them in there just so when I install it, there won't be no squeaking or rattling in there. Even if you're kind of like an amateur doing all this here, auto upholstery, there's some tricks that you could do. Take the back of your tools, rounded edges. That makes a great way to make a form. Right here, with this tray, this back deck lid, look at that. Another thing is just using what God gave you, 2 of these hands. Just push in where you need to be. Like this here is where gonna be my inset from my speaker grill. If you remember those, which are here. All right, so take that, boop. And I'm gonna cut that out, push the carpet in, and I'm gonna pressure fit that in there. One on the left, one on the right. And that's gonna complete my deck lid. Just take your time. It's like building art. You don't wanna rush this kind of stuff, but man, is it worth it when you get done. And you see how proud you are of yourself when you make something beautiful, like we're making right here. I couldn't wait. I kind of cheated popping that one grill in there, but it's sitting there, man. It's just so beautiful, man. And man, ain't not really much to it, just doing these things either. Just pressure fit. So if you ever got a blown speaker or whatever, pop that sucker out. And this is all I've done is just I pushed it out with my fingers, made the mold and it seemed kind of like where it was. I made a slit and I just kind of took out the chunk of the middle and just went choop, 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 made little chops. And you press all that back in there. So that way when you go down and you have a little bit of space where you cut a little bit too much and you have a little air, the carpet will fill all that stuff. There's my finished product. There's my new deck lid from my Aero Coupe. All in there, carpeted, glued down, trimmed down. Got my new removable pop-out grills from my rear 6x9s deck lid. Provision there for the third brake light. All nice and laid out. Beautiful. Underside, all set and ready to go. Heavy as hell with all insulation, slide right in there. Now I can start on some sail panels. And lots of other panels, judging by the hood of this here car. Here's what the rear deck lid looks like before I install it in the back of the vehicle. The grill's flushed in there. The black grill cloth and the gray acoustic carpet covering the top. That was redone. Here's the back. Glued those so they stay put, hopefully. When that bass starts kicking, hopefully those things will stay put. So that's done. Now we got the back seat installed. Look at that. That rear deck lid, man, that looks so freaking good. That back lid and that seat flows so nice. Once we get that sail panel in there, boy, woo!